summary. So, what are the ways that we can minimize the overproduction? Yeah, so this is a summary. So one is balancing customer to fix the quantity on monthly basis. So the orders can be varying every month, so that it will be difficult you to predict the defects or whatever it is. So we need to talk to customer and maintain the monthly order quantity as constant. Therefore, you can minimize the inventory in that case. Second one is 1 month advance WIP should be in the FG. Instead of producing overproduction storing in the final good department, we can have only 1 month safety stock in the FG, and the next month shipment shall be running right now. So the third point is possible only if customer agrees to give the equal quantity every month shipment. So 1 month advance WIP in the FG and next month WIP running now in the production. So we shall produce only 15% extra for each shipment. See, 1 month advance we are going to keep in the FG. That is not an extra. This that is going to be shipped within a month. Okay, we're not storing it for a long time. See, every time when you're trying to produce a quantity, you're going to produce only 15% of the extra, considering the defects, everything. So in this way, we can minimize the overproduction. So next, we'll see how we can minimizing the motion. So waste of motion. So you all know what is motion, moving things, move from one place to another for searching and moving the tools. So these are all the motion within the department. So let us see the contents of minimizing the motion. The first one is what is the motion during a process, creating detailed PFD of the process, listing down the movement and reasons for movement, machines and instrument arranged near the process carried. So let us see what are things. So what is a motion in a process? Motion is the movement of a person for inspection. The person is moving for inspecting the parts. That is one of the motion. Then bringing material from one place to another, and bringing tools to do the operation. Then calling for the people. Suppose if there is a problem, so you need physical walk and physically go to the near to the supervisor and call. So these are the different category of motion. So the second point is creating the detailed PFD for the process. So now there is an inspection lab here. So raw material he moves from here to inspect takes the raw material and goes to the lab, and he moves from one place to another for the inspection. Then milling happens, drilling happens, finishing process happens, finishing parts get stored, then tool storage will happen. Then there's a tool storage. So all the people will come for the tools for required operations. Then they store the instrument. So for instrument also all will come for the instrument collection. So this is the flow. Then listing down the movement and reasons for movement, why they are moving. So from material storage to inspection lab. So what is the reason for incoming material inspection? For incoming inspection, he is moving from the storage to the lab. Second is from milling station to tool storage is moving. Why? For bringing tools and fixtures. From finishing process to instrument storage. So for inspection, it goes to the instrument storage department. So machine and instruments arranged near the process carrier. So what they've done, they kept all the required inspection near to the where that particular process requires. For example, the inspection lab is very near to the raw material storage. Then milling process and the tool storage is very near. So then for the finishing part storage, the instrument storage is very near. So what happens, the time that the person is taking to move to the particular storage area and bring the tools to work, here that time is reduced. So now you understood how you can minimize the motion by keeping the required things near to the place where exactly the operation happens. So next we'll see minimizing transportation, how we can minimizing the transportation. So what is a transportation? Bulk movement of goods from one area to other area or to the customer place. The contents are what is transportation, very much essential activity and maximizing the number of parts that is getting into the transportation. Let us see. So what is transportation? Movement of FG goods. FG goods are semi-finished goods to different reasons for special processes. Say some processes will not be there in your end, so you're moving that to other area or other vendor to do the special process. Then finishing process. Some finishing process will be costlier and you will not be doing here, so you will be sending to the supplier. Then you will be moving the products to ship to customer as well. Very much essential activity. So transportation is an essential activity. This cannot be minimized completely, but we can utilize the maximum parts or the service from the transportation. That means, say there is a truck and it has a capacity of 10,000 products. So you should not send 8,000 products. You need to utilize maximum capacity of the transportation. In this way, we can minimize the waste of transportation. So the next one is minimizing over processing. So what is over processing? Doing things extra than the customer requirement is over processing. So let us see the contents. What is over processing? Listing down the over processing process, trials with the required process, and validation and conclusion with the new process. So what is over processing? Over processing can be defined as doing extra activities to make the part look good than the customer requirement, like extra surface finishing, 200% inspection. These are the two categories. Now, second point is listing down the over processing process, listing down the extra process carried. So, surface finishing is the extra process, then 200% inspection of gauges, then 200% visual inspection and oiling process. So, these are the listed down extra process that we are doing. Now, trials with the required process and validation and conclusion with a new process. Omitting the extra process and validating a batch after the validation and conclusion shall be given to implement the new process. That means what are the extra process that you assumed to make it better? We are going to run actual process as per customer drawing a requirement, then validate it and say okay. Therefore, by doing this activity, we can minimize the over processing. So the next one is implementing employees' ideas. This is the eighth waste where waste of ideas is getting wasted from the employees. How we can utilize those employee ideas? So, what are employee ideas? Implementing suggestion letter in the entire company, creating suggestion validation team to approve the suggestion, creating suggestion letter format, gift for the employee who is suggesting suggestion selected in the monthly review meeting. Now, let us see what are employee ideas. These are the ideas that is getting generated for the employee who is working in the shop floor, like during the machine operating, during inspection, during breakdown of the machine, during observation of the process. In all this activity, the person who is working the shop floor, he will get many ideas. So that idea is things that can do in a better way. Next, implementing suggestion letter in the entire company. In order to utilize the valuable ideas from the employees, we can implement suggestion letter. So what is suggestion letter? There should be a format where each department person can give a suggestion letter to the particular team, saying that this method can be done in this way so that it will be improvised. Then creating suggestion validation team to approve the suggestion. Creating team to approve the suggestion. Department in charge, quality in charge, manager. So we need to create a team where that team takes a suggestion letter from the box and they validate it and say whether it is going to be suitable or not. So in that way, we can select the idea or the best idea. Then creating suggestion letter format. Creating suggestion letter format. So what we do is we'll create some format like this where it will captures the person and department details and the process details and some example of some drawings about the suggestion so that to validate it. So by implementing this suggestion letter and the team, we can utilize the ideas that is getting wasted from the employees. So in this way, we can minimize all the eight ways that is happening in the shop floor and improve things to the next level. So by minimizing all the eight ways, what will happen? The effectiveness of the process or production goes to the next level. So the next chapter that we're going to see is mistake proofing.